Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here come to the news today. Yesterday, Nguyễn Thành Long, Minister of Health, worked with the representative of the World Health Organization (WHO) in Vietnam and the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) to discuss information on how to prevent and control Omicron variant. Ministry of Health Nguyễn Thành Long said, yesterday until now, Vietnam had not recorded a case of COVID-19 Omicron variant yet. The Ministry of Health has proposed the government consider directing to suspend the flights from and to South Africa, Botswana, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Eswatini, Lesotho, Mozambique, and suspend entry permits from passengers to and from the above countries. The Ministry of Health has also directed to strengthening the supervision of the COVID-19 pandemic to direct seek for any earlier unusual signs of COVID-19 outbreaks, request the Institutes of Hygiene and Epidemiology to proactively carry out gene sequencing of suspected new variant infections, especially those with an epidemiological history from South African countries. At the meeting, leaders of the Ministry of Health and representatives of WHO, the US CDC in Southeast Asia, and the US CDC in Vietnam agreed to share and update the result of the genetic sequencing of COVID-19 cases to get more information and find a way to deal with it. Đồng Nai province is deploying a booster shot of COVID-19 vaccine for frontline forces against the pandemic and priority subjects. Yesterday in Biên Hòa City, more than 2,500 people of the both subjects received the third injection. At the medical center of Biên Hòa City, frontline forces and teachers of primary school and secondary schools in the city began to have the booster shots. According to the Đồng Nai Department of Health, the booster shot given is AstraZeneca vaccine. The injector must ensure that the third dose is at least 8 weeks apart from the second injection. Since the implementation of the new normal until now, the new COVID-19 cases in Đồng Nai tend to increase, especially the number of deaths focusing on people with several underlying diseases. The presence of the Omicron variant suggests that booster injection is necessary. The Đồng Nai Department of Health said that it had developed a vaccine plan in 2022, including the need for third dose vaccine to send to the Ministry of Health to continue injecting people in the near future. Footwear is the industry that was heavily affected during the fourth COVID-19 pandemic, with 93% of the businesses being negatively affected by COVID-19 pandemic, of which over 50% had to suspend production. However, from the beginning of October 2021, provinces and cities reopened. The footwear businesses began to resume production. In Đồng Nai, by the end of November, about 92% of workers have returned to work. This is the industry with the highest grades of returning workers compared to other industries in the province. Currently, the footwear industry is rushing to complete orders by the end of 2021 and receive more orders in 2022. In 2021, footwear export turnover is estimated at nearly $3.2 billion USD. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg called on Russia to stop escalation of tension on the border with Ukraine. NATO said Russia will pay heavy price if it attacks Ukraine. Speaking after the first meeting in Riga, Latvia of NATO foreign ministers, Mr. Jens Stoltenberg said, it is necessary for Russia to show transparency about its military build-up and work to de-escalate and reduce tension there. Any future Russian aggression against Ukraine would come at a high price and have serious political and economic consequences for Russia. Earlier, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken threatened serious consequences if Russia moves into Ukraine. However, NATO Secretary General in his speech yesterday also emphasized the importance of maintaining dialogue. U.S. police yesterday says they had arrested a 15-year-old student suspect in the shooting incident at high school near Detroit, Michigan, that left at least 3 other students dead and several others injured. A statement from Oakland County Sheriff's Office said police were on the scene at 12:55 a.m. local time following the shooting at Oxford Town School. Police arrested a suspect who was a student at the school and seized a firearm and believe there is no other suspects. That's all on the news today. Thanks for watching us. Have a good time. Goodbye.